Aloha. Namaste.
Namaste.
Welcome to episode 4 of Hot Takes and Headlocks. I am host number 1, Joe, aka Spanish 85.
And I am host number 2, Boston Fan for Life, aka Xavier, aka the realist, the real E, the realist G.
The realest G is live and in color. What's going on, everybody? Please like and subscribe. Please follow us on our handles. So, X Man.
Here.
I using the very famous words. What do you want to talk about?
I got that. I think we got to talk about the Monday Night Raw, the opening segment. John Cena, Cody Rhodes.
Yes. I think we all had expectations with that. I think a lot. I think it's fair to say we were all waiting to see what kind of presentation we were going to get with John
Yeah.
Cena. Different, you know, different gear, different presentation, different theme music. I think we were looking out for that. And
And nothing
then
happened. Same old John Cena.
nothing. Same old John Cena. We still got the jorts rocking. We still got the colored gear, the salute logo on his shirt, ball cap. But we got no salute at on the entranceway. We got a very scowl and unhappy John Cena. Just the energy, the vibe was just completely different.
It was. John Cena. God, the boos were loud.
Oh yeah.
As soon as
Oh
the
yeah.
music hit, all you heard was booze.
Yep. It seems like everybody has shifted very naturally, it feels like, to boo the heck out of John Cena. Like he
Yep.
has heat. Like he's got monster heat right now.
And it didn't help that they were in they were in a different country. It did not help. Those were the most passionate fans. Like they will tell you when they hate you, and they hate John Cena.
Oh yeah.
Like
And
that
you
puts them
and they were loud. Like you could
yeah.
hear them.
They were trying to bleep out the "fuck you Cena" chants, but it didn't work.
Nope, it did not. And I like that Cena acknowledged that chant. I like that they weren't afraid to acknowledge it. They obviously kept it appropriate for TV. He called it, FU Cena and stuff like that. But
Yep.
it was cool to see that they acknowledged it, and they're really just going with this, man. They're really going with it. They're embracing it. Um, I mean, let's break it down. So he comes out, different vibe and everything. Like you know, every, everything, like that whole entire time that he was in the ring by himself before Cody started coming out. What would you say were your biggest takeaways from Cena's first solo time in the ring as a heel?
It my take, it just felt real. Felt like Cena was tired of everything. He said y'all don't deserve nothing, no music, no gear change. You don't deserve nothing. And then he said, you, and even that kid over there are the product of a dysfunctional relationship. And then they pan to the kid. He's like, what happened?
Yeah, man, that kid.
It felt like
And
he
that kid
meant
was dripped
everything.
in gear from head to
Yes.
toe.
It felt like Cena meant every word. Like, and I fully support it.
Yeah.
I could never be mad at Cena. Like, he said, When have y'all ever checked on me? When have you made sure I was okay? When have you done this and that? He's saying you don't deserve me. You don't deserve nothing. You don't deserve me. This you don't mean you deserve me in this business. You don't deserve nothing. It just felt real.
Yeah. There was I think it was very easy for him to come up with a promo like that because you could imagine being positioned as the meatiest of the meatiest babyface for that long, and you're trying to get people to like you, and they did for a second, and then they turn on him, and then for the rest of his babyface run, it's let's go Cena, Cena sucks. Like that could be very frustrating, when you're trying to be looked at as his babyface. Like for example, take take The Rock as an example. He came out when he debuted, he was Rocky Maivia, and they were pushing him hard as his intercontinental champion, um, and it just wasn't working, man. Rocky sucks, die, Rocky, die, and he embraced it, joined the Nation of Domination, and The Rock was born.
Yep. And I don't know how they're gonna react when Jeff Rock comes to TV.
Oh,
Yeah, that's gonna happen. It's
yeah.
gonna be crazy.
What I'm trying to remember what else he said. So he was telling everybody, you deserve nothing. This is a dysfunctional relationship. Uh, he used the crowd's cheers to prove his point about they're how they're saying "f you," shut the f up, Cena, and then they cheer him when they say he's walking away. So he's definitely using in real time the crowd's reaction to get to prove his point as a heel, and they're really, and you see this a lot more nowadays. The heel the heels lately, they're always right. They're always right. They use the truth, and honestly, I barely see any spinning around with the truth. Not much twisting. They use the truth to generate heat as a heel, and it works. You look at Drew McIntyre. He used everything he says is right about how the bloodline screwed him over, and now you got people that are teaming up with the bloodline, and it's pissing him off. Same with Kevin Owens. He uses the truth, right? Like I like what they're doing right now. Uh, bringing in a taste of reality, because in real life, if someone is pissing you off, you use the truth. You use your truth to justify how you feel about somebody, and that's what they're doing in WWE, and it works. It works so well.
It does. And Karen Cross, he's a heel, but he's proving everything right. He AJ Styles turned, the New Day turned on Big E. Sammy is Sammy's looking like he's more of a villain. Kevin, I think, didn't he influence Kevin at one point?
I don't remember.
I know he
I
influenced
really
Drew
don't.
McIntyre. He met with Drew McIntyre, influenced him.
Yeah.
Now
Yep.
imagine imagine Cena interacts with him.
Right.
Two
You
hate
know,
two
and
guys hated linking up, and everybody hates them.
yeah, I actually have a hot take I want to share with you about where we are at with John Cena right now, and tell me what you think. So I'm going to start off with a question. Have you ever seen the movie The Manchurian Candidate? There
I
was an
might have.
original, and then they came out with a remake about 20 years ago. It's with Denzel Washington.
Oh yeah,
Um, Yeah, yeah. Denzel Washington, Liev Schreiber, and it's like a political thriller movie.
I think I've seen it one time, but this was a while
Okay.
ago.
Have you? Do you watch Star Wars?
Obviously, I'm a big Star Wars fan. I'm going to watch it when the Revenge of the Sith comes back in theater.
All right. Okay. Good. All right. Good. So we got something. So, uh,
Uh,
so Manchurian Candidate, you have somebody running for office, and you find out that this guy was kidnapped at one point, and and he is susceptible to brainwash. Right? In the original movie, they use a deck of cards, and the way he deals a deck of cards will activate this 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 brainwash um this brainwashed method of thinking where he becomes susceptible to whatever someone asks him to do. In the remake, it's the way they say somebody's name that activates it. Uh, Revenge of the Sith. Emperor Palpatine executes Order 66, right? And then all of a sudden, everything changes, right? The stormtroopers change, right? They turn heel, they turn on everybody, right? Okay, so
yeah,
now we have a starting point, right? Let's go to Elimination Chamber. We have a John Cena, white knee babyface. Everything is fine. He's in the ring doing everything a babyface should be doing. And then once The Rock is in, and The Rock does this gesture, right? He does the this, and then like that, right? And you see the way John Cena looks at The Rock. John Cena goes from smiles, and then the gesture is done, and he just goes stone cold, like very like the exact opposite, right? And then at that point, we saw what we saw. He hits Cody in the nuts, and everything that transpired. The way we're here where we are right now. Cena is the heel, right? So what if at some point The Rock? This is gonna get weird. What if at some point The Rock compromised John Cena and did some sort of for lack of a better word, I want to call it brainwashing, right? Made him susceptible to brainwash because this is John Cena, man. 20 plus years as a baby face. So many times people have tried to get him to embrace his dark side, right? But he always stays true to his moral compass. For the longest time, he had the rise above hate mantra that he was always sticking to, right? So it wouldn't make sense for somebody to just change change their change their entire code after just one meetup with somebody. So let's say he was compromised, The Rock brainwashed him in some way, and now we saw the signal, it activated, and now we have a heel John Cena, right? So WrestleMania comes, Cena becomes champion and whatever. Through backstage segments, we see evidence of other talent going through some sort of brainwashing thing, right?
yeah,
We find the proof, and now the story changes where instead of it's I got to take Cena down, we have to beat our opponent. Now it's we have to save John Cena. We have to save him. We have to go against The Rock, and we have to beat him in order to save John Cena and bring him back to the Cena we know.
yeah. That's not a crazy hot take. I actually like that. Rock reminds me of Palpatine executing Order 66 with Cena. As soon as he did that, that's the order executing it. And then Cena's
Yeah,
face dimmed to pissed off. And obviously, we all know what happened after that.
yeah, yeah. Are Are they going to go down that route? We don't know. Probably not, right? But the
Probably not.
whole cinematic presentation goes up to a like from a scale of 1 to 10, it goes to a 15 when The
Yeah,
Rock is around, right? He's Hollywood, he knows storytelling, right? Things get very cinematic, and this is a very cinematic way to tell this story of John Cena not being the true John Cena due to being compromised with The Rock for some weird reason, right? And in my opinion, I think we've already crossed the weird line, right? Whenever someone says, dude, like that doesn't sound like wrestling. That just sounds like a TV show or a movie. I'm like, well, we've already crossed the weird line, man. Like in all your years of watching wrestling, when have you ever heard of a heel saying, I want your soul? Right? We all thought that was weird when that happened, right? I feel like we've already crossed the weird line and we're in a very cinematic point in time right now with WrestleMania season upon us.
yeah. Rock saying, I want your soul. I need your soul, Cody. Give me your soul." That was weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, that's my hot take on where we're at with John Cena right now. It would be very interesting just to see, one half of the story be all about we have to beat John Cena, we have to conquer John Cena, to then completely flip it upside down to we have to save John Cena. That's what
Yeah,
they did with Star Wars.
yeah,
Luke Skywalker tried to save his father. He tried to turn him, right?
yeah. God, I remember when the Anakin, you weren't supposed to join the dark side. We were supposed to defeat him.
Yeah, that's
That
right.
will always be my favorite movie. Whenever that will always be my favorite Star Wars movie, where Anakin turned to the dark side and he slayed the younglings.
He slayed the youngling. Oh my God, John Cena. That
Yes, he
that
slayed the
promo alone, right
younglings.
there. That promo alone, you get nothing. Just he verbally ripped apart all his youngling fans, right? Even
Yeah,
the youngling fans inside of us, right? The ones that rooted for John Cena 20 plus years ago, like he ripped that youngling fan within us, right?
yeah. I feel like WWE is just becoming Star Wars at this point, especially
I'm telling you,
The Rock,
man.
and then John Cena, Revenge of the Sith, and then John Cena kills the younglings. This is just it's like Star Wars.
I would lose my mind if 6 months from now this is the direction the story took, that it switches to we got to save John Cena because of this. I'll be like, look
Star
back at
Wars.
that video. I predicted this was gonna
Yep,
happen, right?
yep.
Like I would lose my mind if that's what happened.
That'd be crazy. That'll be listening to us.
Yep, yep. We gotta put every single hashtag we can think of to get this video in front of many viewers as possible, because then they'll be like, holy shit, they really called that all those months ago. It
Yeah,
sounded crazy, but they're doing it right now, and they predicted it.
yeah. But I know you watch Chris Van Vliet, right?
Yeah.
We got to talk about the Chris Bay interview.
So you need to educate me on Chris Bay because I did not listen or watch that episode yet.
Well, they came out with an interview. Chris Bay, the guy CM Punk shouted out on Raw. He had a incident on TNA live tapings where he did a spot and he landed bad on his neck and paralyzed. And they said there was a 25% chance he'll ever walk again. And he's standing up and walking. But I watched a little bit of the interview. I mean, I'm a huge Chris Bay fan. I listen to his music. He was on 205 Live, wrestled Arya Davari. He was in TNA, a bunch of places. I've supported him for a while. So Chris Bay, he's a TNA wrestler, indie wrestler. A lot of people know him. But he went on an interview today with Chris Van Vliet, and he was talking about how he's come recovering from his injury, how all of it happened, his time in TNA, how he wrestled a match in WWE if it led up to anything, which they never gave him a tryout or nothing for WWE.
No,
No, which sucked because I would love to see him right now in WWE. But yeah, he's a great wrestler. But he was talking about how the incident changed his life and how he's recovering and how the pain inflicted him. But he said never say never when Chris asked him if he's going to wrestle again. He said never say never. So I'm wishing the man a speedy recovery. Prayers to Chris Bay, his family. Glad he's walking, and I love the man. He's a great wrestler.
wow, walking
It's
after
a
an
good,
injury like that.
it's a good interview. You should whenever you have time watch it. It's a great interview.
That is the plan. That is the
Last
plan
two
to be able to do
episodes,
that.
man, we had JD McDonough and Chris Bay. Last two interviews are people who got hurt and
Yep,
how they're
that's
recovering.
right. Yeah, the
Great.
JD the JD one I did watch.
Yeah,
I did
I,
listen to that one.
I watched it more after the show, which it's a great interview if you guys never seen it.
Hmm. What an injury JD is on his way back from, man. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, Chris Bay's injury could have been worse. He could never be walking again, but the man recovered.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Um, I want to bring up another point. So far, there is no title match for the women's mid card titles, and I low key have a problem with this because I think everybody was in support of these mid card titles coming through, and we don't have any title shots happening at Mania yet. What's going on with that, man? What do you think?
I mean, we're basically a month away from Mania, less than a month away from Mania, and no women's mid card championship matches, no women tag team championship matches. Only women's matches on the card at all is Io and Bianca, and then add Rhea because she signed the contract. Only women matches so far. But we do know is that Cody and Cena. Well, no, they have Tiffany and Charlotte. I forgot about that. That's irrelevant. Charlotte's irrelevant. Anyway, those are only two matches we know. And then the men's, we got Jay versus Gunther, Cody versus John, and then soon to happen, Roman, Cena, and Punk. Roman, Punk, and Reign. Roman, Punk, and Seth. So we
Roman,
have
Punk, and
more
Rollins.
men's
Yeah.
matches than women's matches.
Yes. Yes.
Like they need to do some storyline. Like I think obviously Ivy Niles eventually going to get a shot at the probably Mania. Probably Mia Yim and Chelsea Green's going to happen again for like the fifth time. But they need to build up these women.
Out of if I had to only pick one women mid card title to be defended at Mania, it would have to be Chelsea Green. I
Yeah,
think Chelsea Green is getting it. I think fans are taking more away from when she's on the screen than Lyra Valkyria.
yeah,
Um, Lyra Valkyria, I don't believe has gone through an evolution of her character since winning the title. She's still exactly the same who she was, and then you got Chelsea Green, who you have the Chelsea that we had before, but now with the United States Championship, you have this gimmick where she's being protected by by Secret Service type characters, right?
yeah.
They have the whole um, American Secret Service government thing going on, and
Service.
it works, man. I like how the girls next to her are getting dressed up. I like that presentation. It works, especially for her. and
Yeah.
and it makes you hate it. It makes you hate her character even more because she's taking an American concept that we see a lot: president, politician, getting protected by Secret Service agents, shades on and everything. They got the whole thing going on, except she's Canadian.
And the girls around her
She's
aren't even
Canadian.
they're not even they're from Ireland, Scotland. They're from different countries. Like it
Yeah,
even makes it more funny to me.
yeah,
And her
yeah.
match, she's proven why she's champion. Her match against Sol Ruka proved that she's champion.
Yep, yep,
Like Chelsea Green's just been doing besides the matches with Mia Yim and Michin, her trying to win the title, failing all the time. Because I don't think Mia Yim's gonna beat Chelsea. I think it's gonna be somebody else from NXT getting called up.
yep. Most likely, yeah, most likely. Um, yeah, great presentation with Chelsea Green. If I had to pick one, like I said, I would want to see Chelsea on the WrestleMania stage defending her title.
If Lyra's gonna be there, have her lose the title. Have her lose to Dakota, who deserves the title.
Dakota, okay,
Dakota deserved to win that title, but she got
okay.
beat by Lyra. But I think she got beat by Lyra, and then Lyra beat Io, and then Dakota's been losing to Lyra. But I think Dakota deserves to win. She deserves a title around her.
Definitely, I think so. Yeah. Oh yeah. We haven't seen them since Sonya Deville was since her contract wasn't renewed. But Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark, man, those
Mm-hmm.
are others that could definitely use a title run and are very deserving of a title run, might I say. Um, I think it's been like at least a month since we last saw them.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen Asuka.
Yeah, yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know when, and Kyrie Sane. I don't know when they're coming back.
I mean, I would be surprised if they're still keeping the damage control thing going on afterwards. But it would be cool to see damage control have all the gold, right? Because you have enough titles
Yeah,
to be able to drip everybody with gold. You got Io Sky with with the Raw Women's title. You can put the mid card title on Dakota, and then the tag team title on Kyrie and Asuka.
yeah. I'm trying to see when Asuka's coming back. I don't know when she's coming back. I have nothing on Asuka's return, which sucks.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a while.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Gonna be a while.
Which sucks because she's a great wrestler.
Yeah, I going back to the New Day. For a while, I really held out hope that Big E was on his way to like a very low key return, but I don't like. I think at this point, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they just used him to really sell the New Day turning heel
Yeah,
when that segment happened on Raw.
yeah.
Do you think? Do you think? Uh, I'm moving on to Penta for a quick second. Do you think they're going to put a title on Penta on Mania?
I hope. Honestly, I hope they give Penta the title.
Yeah.
It would be a great match. It'd be a great match.
Do you think
And
that?
then I think it's a ladder match, in my opinion.
Oh
I still,
yeah.
I still have hope it's a ladder match because there'll be. Last time we seen an IC ladder match was when Zack Ryder won it, right?
At Mania, yeah. When Zack
I
Ryder
think
won
that
it,
was the
yeah.
last time. Like they need another IC title ladder match. especially with guys like you can have AJ, Braun Breaker, Penta, Sheamus, Ludwig, Dominic Mysterio could be in it.
And I love ladder matches, man. That is my favorite one out of all of them. If whether it's one on one or a whole bunch of people in there, ladder matches are my favorite gimmick match.
Last time I saw last time I saw a ladder match on a WrestleMania was a tag match, the tag team ladder match for the titles, where they split up the titles.
Oh, we got something here. Shout out to everyone in the chat, including Hardcore Sports Network. Keep up good work on the channel. Appreciate and shout out from South Bronx, brother BKL Contreras, aka Sport Entertainment Guy. Shout out to you, sir.
Shout out, but forget Yankees suck.
Oh, uh-oh.
I'm a Red
Uh-oh.
Sox fan. I'm a Red Sox
You know,
fan.
I had a feeling just from your call sign that you were going to be a Red Sox fan.
I got shoes. I got Nike Dunks that are the colorway of the Boston Red Sox. That's how much I support them.
Yeah.
I wear them every.
I don't know. I don't watch baseball, but I will say, like, when I've been in Boston, I do love Fenway Park and everything around Fenway Park.
I want to go to Boston so bad. I've never been. Like it's a dream of mine to
Yeah,
go.
really.
Yeah, just go to Fenway, watch the Red Sox game, and embrace the culture that I'm a part of.
How much money would it take for you to watch a game at Yankee Stadium?
God, Boston fans are gonna hate me. I don't even want to step in. I don't even want to step foot in. I don't even want to step foot in Yankee Stadium.
Ain't no matter. I'll be fine. Besides, is baseball team, and I don't like Aaron Boone.
Yeah, Aaron Boone sucks. Terrible manager.
Uh-oh.
Even my friend who's a Yankees fan says Boone needs to get fired.
You know, I don't think we've ever seen a baseball player on WWE TV. Like we've had basketball, like we've had LeBron James, we've had Jason Kelsey at Mania, right? So we have football in there. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think we've ever seen a baseball player on live TV on WWE programming.
Oh, let me. I'm checking. I gotta do research.
And anybody in the chat right now, if you're watching, if you know that WWE has had live programming with a baseball player in attendance, let us know because to be honest, I don't think that they've ever had.
I don't remember.
Yeah, me neither.
I honestly don't remember.
I don't think it's happened, man. I
But I
don't
know
think
WWE
so.
wrestlers used to. I know some wrestlers who used to play baseball and now they're WWE wrestlers. Well, they were in WWE at some point. But a bunch of people used to play baseball and they transitioned to WWE.
Veer, right? Veer Mahan was
Yeah,
a baseball player. Yeah.
yeah, I remember.
And dude, what a body transformation that guy had.
Veer Mahan's Veer never appeared.
Veer never appeared, man. Oh my God. Those promos, man, always ending with Veer is coming. Veer is coming.
Never
And
happened.
oh my God.
It happened
How
eventually,
long?
but it
Yep.
took forever.
Favorite baseball movie.
There's a lot of them. Honestly, Moneyball is one of my favorites.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna pick Moneyball. I knew it.
42. 42 is obviously a good movie. The Bench Warmers, Sandlot. There's a bunch of baseball movies I like. I feel like Moneyball is my favorite though.
Yeah,
Moneyball's
that's a
just
really good one too, man. Really good. For me, Angels in the Outfield.
such a good movie.
That one is my favorite baseball movie.
Such a good movie, bro.
Hmm. And then you look back and watch it, you're like, wow, there's a lot of famous people in here that weren't famous yet back in the day.
Major League as well. We got Wild Thing, greatest closing pitcher in any movie.
Yeah. Oh
Comes out
yeah.
Wild Thing.
Yep.
Da-na-na-na. You make my heart ring. John Moxley used that when his first run in AEW.
He did. That's right. I remember that. Baseball, basketball, hockey, soccer, football, and wrestling is my kind of sports as diehard.
Same. I mean, hockey not
Wrestling,
as much, but baseball, basketball, football, and soccer. I support Arsenal, New England Revolution, Byron. Who else do I support? Fuck, I hate Tottenham. Fuck them guys.
favorite wrestling movie.
There's a lot of those. The ones that are coming to mind are the Scooby Doo ones, obviously.
What?
I was a
Those are.
kid. Okay,
Oh
it's
yeah. I mean, the first one I can think of, man, the wrestler Mickey Rourke. Such a good wrestling movie.
when
So good.
I think Iron Claw hit me in a deep spot in my heart. That
Yeah.
was,
I
you
mean,
know
such a
what?
dark story, man.
My favorite comedy one, Nacho Libre. I am, I am, I am, I am.
You said comedy. I immediately thought you were going to say Ready to Rumble, but instead you went with Nacho Libre.
No, Nacho Libre jumped off the top rope playing the music. I am, I am. Puts his hands, puts his arms out, dives off top rope like 30 feet away and gets the dude. Nacho
For
Libre is
sure, man.
a movie.
The Sandlot is my favorite movie until I watched that movie and making me laugh. But Fighting with My Family is the best until I watched The History of Paige.
Yo, Fighting with My Family is such a great movie.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing with Paige and all the controversy. Still a good movie though. Okay, I can't hate the movie.
I mean, I feel like she got I feel like she got the most attention out of that, and it's obviously not the kind of attention you want to attract. Um, but like, look,
Yeah,
man, Xavier Woods is still in WWE, man, even after all of that. So
we don't gotta talk about that video. Please, let's not talk about that
no,
controversy.
I digress. I digress. But listen, we're talking about movies, and we gave ourselves a homework assignment last week. So guys, we're gonna talk about Happy Gilmore and pro wrestling. So just to bring everybody up to speed, I told the X Man last week how I'm an avid Chris Van Vliet fan, and I've been trying to get this question picked out for his Ask CVV on Fridays, and that question is, what pro wrestlers would you cast in a Back to the Future remake? Because CVV, his favorite movie is Back to the Future, right? So we had some fun with that last week, but now
Scott
this week we got
Steiner.
ourselves.
Scott Steiner.
Yeah. But now this week we gave ourselves a little bit of homework assignment. So we told each other we're gonna watch Happy Gilmore just to give ourselves a quick refresher,
And we
and
failed.
we're gonna see who we can cast, what pro wrestlers we can cast. Doesn't matter what company they work for. It doesn't have to be WWE. We're gonna see if we can agree on a Happy Gilmore remake starring only pro wrestlers. All right.
I
So
mean,
we're
we
gonna get
failed the
right into
homework
it.
assignment because I forgot to watch it. You fell asleep while watching it.
Bro, they don't have to know all that,
No,
man.
no, no.
Clip that.
Hypothetically, don't clip that.
Clip that. They don't need to know that. So so we're gonna go. We're just gonna go right into it. All right. We're gonna figure this out right now, live. What pro wrestlers are gonna start in this Happy Gilmore remake that we're gonna create? So from the top, we're gonna start from the top. I have the cast in front of me. All right. We're gonna start with Happy Gilmore himself, Adam Sandler. Who can we agree on to play Happy Gilmore?
Who do you think? Because I have a couple options who are really
Okay.
who could actually fit well.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say that. Oh, nobody's gonna
It has,
like this.
it has to be a comedian.
No.
Has to be a comedic wrestler, like someone who's funny without even trying.
What? Okay, fine. I didn't
Happy
know we were
Gilmore.
going off of that rules, but
No, no, in
okay.
my opinion, because Happy Gilmore, the motherfucker just made the whole movie funny. He fought the guy from Price is Right.
Happy. Yep. He fought Bob Barker.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna say the title character should be played by Dominic Mysterio.
Dominic.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Adam Sandler. I was thinking of probably honestly, I was thinking of Happy Gil. I was thinking of fucking Santino.
Santino. Okay.
Santino, imagine him fighting Bob Barker. Gives him the this
I
is the
mean,
Cobra.
I look at Santino and dude, like the guy looks like he's stacked, man. The guy looks like he's pretty well built. I'm trying to think of somebody that
Yeah.
comes close to Happy Gilmore's build
Okay.
To Adam Sandler's build at that time. And
Either
I think that Dominic Mysterio is pretty
yeah,
close.
either Dominic or honestly,
I told you, man, this is gonna start a riot, man. People are not gonna like it. Are you
no,
kidding
honestly,
me? Dominic?
I
Yes.
would say JD McDonough.
JD.
Yeah,
JD? What?
you said Dominic. JD would fit better.
Oh my gosh, man. If we're gonna go for the
You
Judgment
starting
Day, then
arguments in the
fine.
chat.
Why don't we say Damian Priest be Happy Gilmore?
Nah, he'd fit. He fit probably Shooter McGavin.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Let's agree on it. Let's agree on Happy, and then we'll go to Shooter McGavin next. All right.
Okay.
So, so we're gonna leave it to the people in the chat, right? I'm saying Dominic. You're saying JD
JD.
McDonough. All right. So that's 1-1. We need somebody to break the tie in the chat. Do you want to go with Dominic Mysterio, or do you want to see JD McDonough as Happy Gilmore? All right, we're gonna leave it up to the comment section.
Hold up. I'm trying to. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna make a poll in the chat if I can. I don't know how to do it.
Okay.
I do not know how to do it. So I guess we just gotta go off the chat.
All right. All
Hey,
right.
JD.
That's
He says Dominic.
so. Next we have Shooter McGavin, played by Christopher McDonald. All right. So I went first for the last one, right? So now you're going first for this one. Which pro wrestler is going to play Shooter McGavin?
Has to be an older gentleman because Shooter's
Okay.
an older gentleman in the original movie,
Okay.
which he's in Happy Gilmore too. I know he's in Happy Gilmore too. I know he's at. Honestly, who would fit Shooter McGavin? Shooter McGavin's a asshole, a stuck up piece of shit. Tries to get all the women. Logan Paul.
Oh my God.
Logan Paul's an asshole. He's stuck up.
Oh, that
Makes
is a
sense.
good one. That is such a good one.
Makes sense.
Oh, yeah. God damn,
I
man.
was originally gonna say Scott Steiner just for the memes, because Scott Steiner, people hated him. People think he was stuck up, and he always wanted the women. Big Papa Pump.
All right. I mean, JD is a great hot take until we know he's Scottish and we know he kind of sound he said kind of headbutt just like Adam Sandler. All right, so he's okay. That's not a vote for JD. It's just he's just kind of he's just kind of processing it. He's processing. He didn't actually select JD, so that doesn't
Oh
count.
yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. Sure, sure.
All right. I got mine for Shooter McGavin. Okay. I'm gonna go completely left field again. Okay. Here we go. Shooter McGavin. Get ready. One, two, three. Scott Hall.
It makes sense,
Scott Hall.
but I feel like
Scott
Logan
Hall for
Paul
Shooter
kind
McGavin.
of fit a little bit more because people love
Uh,
Scott Hall. People just hate Logan,
that's true. That's
and
true.
nobody
Yeah.
loves Shooter McGavin.
No. But yours was so on point. I feel like yours was so much more on point. I think that one's gonna win by a landslide. I actually kind of agree with you more that Logan Paul should be Shooter McGavin. So
Yeah.
just forget mine altogether. We're gonna go with Logan Paul with playing Shooter McGavin on this one. All right. Next
Chubbs
we have
Peterson, the
what's
goat,
that?
the goat, Chubbs Peterson.
Chubbs Peterson, played by Carl Weathers. All right. Okay. I guess
This
I
is
should go
hard.
first for this one.
This is hard. I have no idea who's gonna play Chubbs.
Mm,
Mhm.
mm, Chubbs Peterson. um. Okay. I think all right. I'm gonna go with. I got two. I got two. All right. It should be either MVP or Prince Nana.
The Prince Nana took me completely off guard. You know,
If I had to pick,
hey, you know what?
Prince Nana.
You know what? Holla, 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 player. Teddy Long.
Oh my god! Oh, that's such a good one too.
You going one on
That is a
one?
good one.
Bob Barker, happy.
Oh, dude, like he would actually be a good pick for either one, man. For either Chubbs or Bob Barker, in my opinion.
Yeah. You know what? We got another person. The we got Virginia Vanette, played by Julie Brown Bowen. Happy's girl at the end of the movie.
Hold up. Scott Hall is definitely right until we know he's mafia and same voice just like and same voice just like Carl Weathers. Remember that teacher teaching the students in golf? Oh my gosh. I think all right, but I think you got Carl Weathers with
Teddy Long.
it's Teddy Long, man. Oh my gosh. All right. All right, we're waiting on Happy. We got Shooter, we got Chubbs, Virginia Bennett. You got to go first on this one.
Oh. So, but honestly, Virginia Vanette, Mr. Gavin's assistant, technically in the beginning of the movie,
Yep.
starts going out with Happy, dates him, tells him to get revenge on Shooter. They get married. They live happily ever after with the grandma. Ah, hmm. Honestly, I have two people. Two people, right? Mariah May or Liv Morgan.
That was my pick. Liv Morgan was the one I was thinking of.
It's either Mariah May or Liv Morgan. They just fit it.
I would go with Liv Morgan more than Mariah May.
Yeah, especially after what
Liv,
Mariah's May's been doing in AEW, trying to kill Tony. Kind of makes sense.
yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, all right. So we come to an agreement with Liv Morgan. I'll go with that. That's good for
There's a lot of
that's good for Happy Gilmore's girlfriend. Let's go with Grandma.
May Young.
May Young.
Yeah, May Young.
I see your May Young, and I raise you, Vicky Guerrero.
Ah, no, the grandma was lovable. Vicky sucks.
Vicky Guerrero. Book that shit. Vicky Guerrero as Grandma.
Fine, we can go with Vicky, but May Young would
Yes.
make more sense.
I mean, Vicky is definitely not as old as Grandma was in the movie, but I mean, like we're going with the younger. Yeah, I feel like going with the younger Grandma might be the way to
Yeah,
go. Mariah May as Happy Gilmore's girlfriend is definitely. Oh my lord! This guy cracks me up, man. Next, we have Otto.
Otto. I don't remember Otto. Oh, wait, Otto.
I'm just going in the order that's listed in IMDb.
Oh,
I
I know who Otto is. Otto's the caddy, the homeless caddy. Remember?
oh my gosh! Yes. Okay.
He looks
Okay.
completely different. Look at him now.
Oh my gosh! Look at him.
That's why I was confused.
All right. So Happy's homeless caddy. I never even knew that was his name in the movie. To be honest, I don't think they ever say his name in the movie.
No, I just called him I just thought of him the homeless caddy, the guy who put his underwear in the ball cleaner.
All right. So
Oh no, I got a messed up pick. You go first though.
okay.
Mine's just
For
messed up.
Happy's homeless caddy, I am gonna go. This is hard.
I
This
got
is so hard.
a messed up one that should not be even said. You want me to go? You want me to go? You
Seth
might.
Rollins.
No, I don't think Seth Rollins. Um,
Who?
how about Eugene?
He looks like him too, actually.
That's why I said that.
We'll go with Eugene. He seems to
Oh
fit it
God,
much better.
that's fucked up. You know who we also gotta go with? Next person, Mr. Larson.
Oh, I know this one, and I feel like we're gonna know this one right together. I'm gonna count to three. We're gonna say it. Do you have one?
Wait. Let me. I'm looking at Mr. Lawson. Yeah.
Okay, so reminder: Mr. Larson is when Happy is shooting the nail gun when he's working construction. He shoots the nail gun and it hits his boss in the head, and then for the rest of the movie, you see the nail sticking out from his head. All right. Okay. On a count of three, we're gonna say, do you have somebody?
I have two people, but I'm gonna say my first choice.
Okay. We're gonna say it. One, two, three. Andre the
Andre the
Giant.
Giant.
Yes! Yes!
I was also thinking Hacksaw Jim Duggan because of the nail in the wood. The wood nail gun makes sense. Hacksaw Jim Duggan or Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant. 100%. That's
Yes.
got to be Andre the Giant.
Now we got Oh, that's Matt. Oh, we got it. We got to do Bob Barker.
Bob Barker.
But you
Oh
can't
boy.
recast Bob Barker though. That's the thing. You know what? We're not going to recast Bob Barker. Bob Barker stays Bob Barker.
Okay. All right. Bob Barker stays as Bob Barker.
He said Eugene is perfect, but not Seth. But what about homeless Corbin? Will definitely be there, but Luke Harper as well.
Ooh, Luke Harper.
Rest in peace, Brody Lee.
Luke Harper is a good one.
Homeless Corbin's
And
just funny,
yeah, Homeless Corbin is funny. Yeah.
but Eugene, yeah, Eugene definitely fits.
Eugene, yeah, Eugene fit it perfectly, I would say. All right, Bob
What we got
Barker is going to
next?
stand as Bob Barker. Okay, we have
Oh,
the oh,
what's up,
Hey
Wes?
Joe and Xavier. Wesley West. Welcome, welcome to what I think is the most entertaining part of Hot Takes and Headlocks. So what we're doing
Yeah,
right now is
the
we
recast section.
are we are recasting Happy Gilmore with only pro wrestlers. Only pro wrestlers.
You know what? Okay, next week, before next week, I'm gonna make a video that plays before we go into the segment. It's gonna be called recast segment, and I'm gonna make a song somehow. It's gonna be like five
Okay.
seconds long. So who do we have
So
next? Honestly, because
well, let's recap what we have so far. So for Happy Gilmore, we're still at a tie. I'm saying Dominic Mysterio for Happy Gilmore, and you're saying JD McDonough.
yeah.
So that's one and one.
I got a, I got a perfect one. Hal, the, the, the old Shady Acres person. Hal.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna get to that one. Shooter McGavin, we agreed, is Logan Paul. Happy Gilmore's girlfriend, Virginia Bennett, is Liv Morgan.
Or Mariah May.
Gr-
Switch them in between.
Grandma, we said Vicky Guerrero. There was a little bit of disagreement there, but we ultimately decided on Vicky Guerrero. Carl Weathers is Teddy Long. I mean Chubbs is Teddy Long.
Yep.
Otto, the homeless caddy, is Eugene. Bob Barker Bob Barker stays Bob Barker.
Yeah, you can't
Mr.
recast.
Larson Mr. Larson is Andre the Giant. And now we're up to our latest one. We are up to who'd you say we're up to again? I'm sorry.
Hal, played by Ben Stiller.
Oh yes, yes, the shady,
That's why it was named Shady Acres.
Shady Acres. Yeah.
Because it was shady. That's what
So
I said
yes,
originally.
yes. X did say Mae Young as Happy Gilmore's grandmother. He did say that.
Vicky Guerrero would just be more funny.
Yeah. All right. So Hal. All right.
We are at an hour, so this will be our last recast.
Okay. All right. Yes. Yes. This is our last recast.
Look at I
They.
have to take a picture of him during that to get a picture of okay.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
I have one and it's just off the top of my head. I did no thinking whatsoever.
Okay. For me, I'm gonna say mustache version of Cody Rhodes.
That's a good one, but off the top of my head, from AEW, Don Callis, the shadiest man in that company.
That's a good one too. Oh man, that's a really good one. I'm sticking with.
I got another
I'm
one.
definitely gonna stick with. Oh, who? Okay, who?
Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan. The mustache.
What?
The
What?
mustache.
Oh my God,
And if
that was
Hogan gets
definitely
called
out of
out,
left
and
field.
Hulk up saying, "Let me tell you something, brother."
What?
No, but
What?
you're right. Cody Rhodes does fit.
Mustache Cody Rhodes for Shady Acres Hal, played by Ben Stiller, who takes care of Happy Gilmore's grandmother.
Take care. That man runs a sweatshop.
Just picture Cody Rhodes right now with the mustache. Grandma is saying, "Can I trouble you for a glass of milk? It helps me go to sleep." You can trouble me for a glass of shut the hell up. Now you will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep. Check the name tag now, Grandma. You're in my world now.
That seems so very funny.
I
See,
mean,
Don
mustache
Callis.
Cody makes sense, but Don Callis is 100%. Oh
Just,
my God,
just
man!
think of Don Callis saying it. It fits more. Knowing the stuff he did with the
Oh,
family, attacking Kenny, Will Osprey.
are you putting a mustache on Don Callis, or is it just Don Callis as Don Callis as he is?
Mustache Don Callis.
Oh my God, man!
But
I thought I had I thought I
yeah,
had that one,
yeah. No,
but
you didn't
the
know, but it
comments,
really
man.
does make sense. But Don Callis, if you think about it, would make it more funny. But I have a question for the chat. Next show, what movie should we recast? Should we do Step Brothers, Waterboy, or the Benchwarmers?
Put up a poll, man. Put up a poll. The people will tell us what they want.
One. Uh, I don't know how to make a poll.
We'll figure it out. Mitch will Mitch will help us out.
Hopefully. Oh, two. No, three. Shift. See, I don't know how to do this. Can I
We'll
even
figure it out, man.
make a poll in the comments?
You
Anyway,
know, we got to use social media a little bit better. You know, what I think what we should also do is, we'll put up a poll on Twitter. You know, using one of our Twitter handles, right? Follow us on Spanish85.
Xavier underscore NS123.
All right, we're gonna put it up on Twitter. I think let's start off with that, and then once we get to know the system a little bit better, then we'll find a way to put it up on the stream live, right? But look out for our social media on Twitter. We'll put up a poll. Tell us which movie you want us to recast, and we'll do it.
Yep.
All
Anyways,
right.
that's Hot Takes and Headlocks. I'm Boston fan for life, aka Xavier, aka the realist G. Now, my co-host to the left.
I'm Joe, aka Spanish85. I had fun, man. I hope you guys all have fun too. And we'll see you here next week. And I want to see everybody's poll. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much. And we're out.